Welcome all to the surprise Vow Renewal Ceremony of Robert and Pamela Smith, a beautiful couple, well loved and cherished by family alike. Their marriage has been the cornerstone of the Smith family for 50 wonderful years, a marriage that has borne 2 wonderful children, Tony and Kate, and 5 beautiful grandchildren, Hannah, Levi, Riley, Lily, and Hunter. A couple of housekeeping rules first. Please don't hesitate to capture this in photos or videos. Rob and Pam have asked that you all take as many photos as possible. Secondly, exits are at the back of the room. Please gather on the beach by the flags in an emergency. Shortly, Robert and Pamela will be renewing their vows to each other in a beautiful act of love and commitment. They wanted to keep this as a surprise for you all, as many of their close friends have been suggesting they renew their vows for years, and they have finally decided to do it. My name is Jerry Naya, and I am honoured to be the one that Robert and Pamela have chosen to conduct this ceremony. As most of you already know, Robert and Pam walk across this very beach daily, trekking almost 2 kilometres to Bondi, and have been doing so for the last 48 years. They were often joined by Tony and Kate as they were growing up, and then by the grandchildren who especially enjoy the milkshakes at Bondi on school holiday mornings. This is why we are gathered here today at this very location, where Rob worked as a surf lifesaver for 40 years, and where he once approached a young blonde girl reading poetry on the sand one summer's morning 55 years ago. Bronte Beach is sacred to the Smith family, and Rob often compares it to his and Pamela's marriage. Sometimes calm, sometimes choppy, but ultimately familiar. A place he loves and cherishes, just like his beautiful wife. I would like to invite Rob and Pam's grandsons, Levi, Riley, and Hunter, up onto the stage to recite one of the poems from the very book Pam was reading on the day they met. This is from Captain Corelli's Mandolin by Louis D. Benarius. Thank you, Riley, thank you, Hunter, and thank you, Levi. So Rob and Pam, you share the joys, blessings, and yes, the challenges of married life for 50 years. This day, it's your wish to reaffirm your commitment to cultivating your love and to your marriage blossoming in years to come. May this ceremony, renewing the vows you took to become husband and wife on your wedding day, remind you that despite the stresses inevitable in every life, your love, respect, trust, and understanding of each other will continue to increase your contentment and heighten your joy in living. I invite you to join hands as you recite your vows. Thank you, Rob and Pam, for those beautiful vows. I can see many misty-eyed guests, and those were a lovely tribute to your wonderful marriage. I now invite you to have your dance to the same song that you had your first wedding dance to on this day 50 years ago. I am delighted to invite Hannah and Lily to the stage, who will be singing Moon Dance by Van Morrison. Thank you, Hannah and Lily, that was wonderful. I now invite you all onto the balcony where Rob and Pam will be releasing doves as a ritual signifying their love for each other and their journey as husband and wife. Pamela informed me that this was her dream for her wedding 50 years ago, something that could never take place due to financial restrictions at the time, but now a dream that can finally come true. Robert, you may now kiss your bride. Please return to your seats. I ask that you each remember to continue to cherish one another as special and unique individuals, and that you each respect the thoughts and ideas of one another, and most of all, be able to forgive each other and not hold grudges against one another. Live each day in love with each other, always being there to give love, comfort, and refuge to each other in good times and bad. Robert and Pamela, today you have renewed the promises and vows you made to each other on your wedding day. You have symbolized the renewal of the marriage union by the joining of hands, the taking of vows, and the releasing of doves. It is with pleasure that I conclude the ceremony of renewing the vows of marriage that joined you and binds you as husband and wife. I would like to thank you all for witnessing this beautiful ceremony.